What's up, everybody? This is Phil from MDC, and welcome to another Treasure Hunt Tuesday. All right, as my buddy from Chris from CJD, check him out on Instagram. He's got some really cool pictures of older stuff, which is really awesome. He calls it Treasure Hunt Tuesday, so I adopted the name, and I'm calling him Treasure Hunt Tuesdays. Thanks a lot, Chris. Way to go. Anyways, as we all know, not every year of treasure hunts are awesome. Okay, some years are better than others, and we all know that. But as I promised, I'm going to do every year the next one the week after. All right, so as it is of this week, we are going to do 1997 treasure hunts. And it wasn't really the best year for Hot Wheels for treasure hunts, okay? I do believe that there is not a single car that has real riders, first of all, in this year. And second of all, there is not a lot of licensed castings. There's a couple, but most of them are fantasy castings or... Anyways, you're going to see them. We'll go through it. Nevertheless, we're going to go through every one, okay? And I'll be honest with you, next year is another one that's a little bit not the best for Hot Wheels, okay? I guess I don't know what they were thinking. I'm not going to pretend I do. The designers did what they did, and that's what it is. But it is still part of the treasure hunts, all right? So let's set up the trusty turntable, get the camera set up, and let's take a look at some 1997 treasure hunts. And once again, thanks a lot, Chris. Treasure Hunt Tuesdays sounds amazing. I've adopted it. Let's go. So here we go, guys. I'm going to start off with number one, which is the 56 Flashsider. Okay, and this awesome green, green metallic. And this one, let's suit you guys better here because you're not. There you go, we'll suit you up better, get a better look at it. And as you can see, this one did come with plastic wheels, chrome base, and this pretty cool metallic green paint job. And what's kind of cool about it is it has mirrored windows. Pinstriping's pretty nice, and the bed is sealed. Now this is one that is a licensed vehicle, the 56 Flashsider. So that's pretty awesome. Now next we have the Silhouette II, okay, which is not a licensed casting, but it's a pretty cool casting in its own, okay? And once again, this one here does come with plastic wheels. But this concept car was really ahead of its time, really futuristic. And I just love the white interior. I mean, the blue bubble windows and the white interior just give it that kind of cool look. And this one did get a white plastic base as well. But it's a crazy looking concept. And it's called the Silhouette II. Next, we have a full licensed vehicle. And it's a pretty cool casting. I mean, it's been done a few times after, but I believe they diminished it after that. And that is the Mercedes SL 500 convertible. And this one, I think, is really nice. I do like it. You have inserted headlights. You have the grille done. It's all, I think it's the same as the base, I would imagine. No, it's not. So it's actually a chrome piece that's added. So this car also comes in four pieces. This base and the bottom side panel is all one. Then you have the metal part up here, and then you have an interior. and the chrome pieces. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces to put this guy together. Nice white interior. And that is the Mercedes 500 SL, guys. And it's a pretty decent casting for the era. Now it's a bit big. Compared to the other cars, it's a large casting. Okay, next we go to the Street Cleaver, guys. Okay. And this, obviously, is a fantasy casting. But it's a pretty cool looking little fantasy casting. I mean, an engine like this on the back of the snowplow, I guess there's nothing going to stop this thing. And it's funny because this is a casting that they still use today, except that they don't have the middle wheels. I think the new release of these only has the 2 in the front and the 2 in the back. Doesn't have the dually. But it's still a fantasy casting and still has plastic wheels, guys. Okay? The spoiler in the back is rubber. Plastic, sorry. And it's movable a bit. I don't know why, but it does move a little bit. But it's solid on there. And it does have a metal base, which gives the plow metal as well, because the rest of the car is plastic. So pretty different looking. Next, we have a concept car that I believe didn't get very far, okay? And it is called the GM Lean Machine, guys, okay? This was really ahead of its time. 3-wheeled vehicle that is supposed to lean like a motorcycle when it rides. Now, the funny thing is you'd want to say that this is a fantasy casting, but it's not. It actually did get produced. There were a few done. And the funny thing about this car is it was actually used in the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Now, I believe only 3 of them made it on market. And I believe the only 3 that ever made it on market were used in the movie. But we never did see them on the road, so it was really, really ahead of its time. This was released in 1982, this car, guys. Okay? The concept car. So, definitely very strange. And again, plastic wheels and a metal base. Pretty crazy looking car, guys. Now, for crazy looking cars, the next one is definitely no slouch. The next one is probably one of the craziest that I've seen of Hot Wheels. Well, one of them, okay? And that is here, we have the Hot Rod Wagon. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I was a kid, I would have loved to have a wagon like this. This thing is a beast. But you want to talk goofy castings, it's definitely one of the goofy castings. And again, we do have plastic wheels. This one has a metal base, and the basket itself is metal. But the rest is done in plastic. And it is definitely a crazy looking vehicle. Now, next one is a licensed vehicle again, which is pretty cool. But, sorry, it comes with plastic wheels, guys. All right. Now, I had an argument on Facebook with a guy this week that was saying that the old treasure hunts all had rubber wheels. And I told him that there's a lot of old treasure hunts that came with plastic wheels. And a lot of people didn't want to believe me. Well, this year here alone shows that a lot of cars are treasure hunts and don't have real riders. Okay? The Super Treasure Hunt, guys, you have to remember, really came out in 2007. Okay? That was the actual beginning of the Super Treasure Hunts. Okay? So from 2006 to 95, you were lucky to get real riders on them. Yes, a lot of them did have it, but you were lucky. Now this here is the old Aurora, guys. Okay? And this one came in a pretty crazy purple. Nice little metal flake purple. Nice looking car. It does have very plain plastic base. and plastic wheels. Came with a gray interior. Now that's one other of the licensed vehicles. So we're at 3 so far. The next one definitely loses a license by not being licensed at all. And it is called the Dogfighter. Now this is one crazy looking casting. And a very crazy concept at that. Now, as much as a fantasy casting this is, you have to admire Hot Wheels for the detail that they did in this thing. Look at those springs. I mean, this piece is metal. But look at that undercarriage. I mean, they really, really, really put a lot of work into this car. Look at that front. I mean, Hot Wheels did a really, really good job with this thing. It's just crazy looking. Okay? And it was an airplane. The Dogfighter, guys. Now, once again, it is a bit of a goofy casting. Yes, it's a fantasy casting. Kind of a weird looking treasure hunt. But, nevertheless, it's a treasure hunt. And amazing, the detail in this. I mean, it's an older casting and this thing still spins, guys. Alright? Not too bad at all. Okay, next. The Dogfighter we have, number 9, is the Buick Wildcat, guys. Now this one here, I don't know if it ever made it to market either. I really doubt it. I've never seen it. And it came with this crazy, sparkly silver. Okay. And it is definitely a weird looking casting as well. And once again, rubber wheels, guys. Plastic base. It's a bit of a heavier casting. But I don't believe there is an interior. These windows are smoked black. So I really don't think there's an interior in this, guys. But it is overall another very strange and bizarre car. I mean, that engine in the back looking pretty big for a Wildcat. But nevertheless, it is another treasure hunt. Now, okay, let's get serious here, guys. Number 10. I really can't understand why Hot Wheels did this as a treasure hunt. Makes no sense to me at all. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even know why Hot Wheels even did this casting. Okay? It doesn't make sense because it won't roll down a track. Actually, it won't roll at all. Okay? Here we go. Number 10, guys, is the Blimp. Now, I don't understand the purpose of it. I mean, as a Hot Wheels, why? But it does say TH97 there on the bottom. Okay. And with this piece here, we can just flip it around. Oh, maybe the other way. Sorry. We'll flip it around. And you got Treasure Hunt 97. And that is the purpose of this Blimp. You can turn the thing. And that's it. It just sits. Now, I don't know how many of you guys tried to whiz this thing down a track, but I'll be honest with you. Unless you tie it to the end of the 500 SL Mercedes, this thing's definitely not going anywhere. So, Hot Wheels, you gotta let me know why you did it. But you did it. And there it is. Number 11. Number 11, we have the Avis Quattro, which is a concept Audi. Now, this I've never seen on the road either. So I guess it's another one of those concept cars that just never made it on the market. But it is a licensed vehicle. And a very strange looking one at that. Again with the plastic wheels, obviously. As I said, there's no real riders in this set. And look at that interior. I mean, the whole roof is Panamera. So you see all the inside. The engine, which is right here, so that means that you got here and here as trunk space probably. But just the shape of this car is just a little strange looking. I mean, the back end is pretty square and the front end is really round. Now, this car looks like it could either drive backwards or frontwards. No idea, but hey, at this rate, we'll give anything a shot. So there you are, the Avis Quattro, guys. Now, last but not least, number 12, which is really another extremely goofy casting. But, I mean, I can't see this thing driving down the track either, to be honest with you guys. I don't know why they did this one either. But I think it's still in production, to be honest with you. And it is the Railrodder. Okay? This overblown, huge double-engined freight train. In this kind of like ghost white. I mean, the body's all plastic. Everything is plastic except for the base. Okay? The base is all metal. Now, this thing might roll down the track. I don't know if anyone has ever seen this thing go down the track. Let me know, but I can't really see. I can't see it doing it. And you have the hook at the back. I guess they never did make any cars for it, but they put a hook on the back. And yeah, that's the Railrodder, guys. No idea why. But anyway, that is it. That is your 12 treasure hunts of 1997, guys. And as I said, not one real rider's in here. And very limited on the licensed castings. So I don't know what was up with Hot Wheels this year, but it was definitely not one of the better years for Hot Wheels treasure hunts. But it's still pretty decent. I mean, some of these goofy castings were actually done pretty well. Like the Dogfighter. I mean, that one really, I think is pretty cool. But anyways, guys, that's it for Treasure Hunt Tuesday for this week. Till next time, be safe, be well, happy hunting, and please smash that subscribe button, guys, and leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. All right? Ciao.